Still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And here's a give to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 201 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. This is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Here we go.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. He'll get this to about the 38.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him. And to shine.
Ready?
From the 38, Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here, what?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down. But his number is not easy to hold on to. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball secure. Out. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Although a jet sweep to start the drive. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because let's face it, can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Washington on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, Bridgewater. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
On the double.
To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Edmonds. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if you're starting one that finishes the game with average of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on 3rd down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this 1st down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
Now Gordon on 1st down, and he'll be taken down at about the 45. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
To his throw, caught by his receiver Hill. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. It's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready, ready.
Running left, here's Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On the ground, it's Edmonds. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up at this stage of the game. With the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do. Late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, then you got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
This defense not budging, back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. He's got room at the 30. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Miami set to take over. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Blue check.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
On the set.
Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Now Edmonds. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. And now the question everyone's wondering, over the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football until my offensive line. No leakage off right now. My running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. If I am going to throw, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On third down, they run with Edmonds. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Kick catch interference.
That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. He's got him